Court gives Umahi deputy lifeline, orders Dwo to remain in office. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. The Ebonyi State High Court has ordered Governor David Umahi and his deputy Kelechi Igwe not to vacate their offices. The interim order was secured following an expert motion by counsel to the Dwo, Roy Umahi, brought pursuant to Rule 3 of the High Court Rules of Ebonyi State in suit number HAB 1322. The court had on February 28, 2022 ruled that Governor Umahi and his deputy did not flout any law by defecting from the People's Democratic Party PDP to the All Progressive Congress APC. Within Nigeria, recall that an Abuja Federal High Court on 8th March ordered Umahi and his deputy to vacate their seats. The presiding judge, Justice Iyang Eko, further ordered the Independent National Electoral Commission to accept new nominations for the two positions from the People Democratic Party (PDP) and to issue them with certificates of return for them to be sworn in as governor and deputy. Umahi and his deputy rejected the Abuja ruling, arguing that Ebonyi High Court ruling should take precedence. To this effect, Messrs. Umahi and Igwe approached the same Ebonyi High Court yesterday, praying the court to declare that its judgment of 28 February 2022 on the defection to APC remains valid as a judgment in rem, and as such should have precedence over any other contrary judgment and should be binding on all parties, persons, and authorities. In his ruling, Justice Henry Njoku granted the prayers sought by the Dwo and adjourned the matter to March 16th for a hearing on the motion on notice. He declared it is hereby ordered as follows. An interim order of this Honorable Court for 7 days subject to renewal is hereby granted in view of the judgment in suit number HAB 1322, delivered on the 28th day of February 2022, being the judgment in rem and having precedence over any contrary judgment. Please, this is an abuse of court process, as the Federal High Court is superior to that State High Court. Only the Court of Appeal can do that. I think both of them have the same power. Now, wow. What is David Umahi still doing at the government's house? He's still performing his governorship duties. Shameless and disgusting news. How will a state high court funded by the embattled governor give a reverse order issued by federal high court? I'm still wondering why. I even think a federal high court is actually higher than a state high court. Is this the best Umahi can do? This order will hold no water. Nigeria courts with contradicting injunctions, a nation of confused administrations. My dear, this matter, Itaigeli. It's a federal high court order in Abuja. Okay, the jurisdiction high court rule is better than another state high court ruling. The high court in Abuja cannot tell the high court in Ebonyi what to do. Is that so? From where did you... my God, Nigerians. Well, I can only sit back and watch this movie. This movie that is playing in both the APC. In fact, if you're someone who you don't listen to novel or you don't listen to the news, this news will gladden you. It's just going to be like a story. Bedtime story. Those stories that when you want to sleep, they just tell you and you just smile to sleep. That is how it is. The crisis in APC and PDP, because there is nothing we can do about the crisis. We can only just sit down, sip our water or sip our juice, munch whatever we munch, and watch how things unfold. A land and governance only of political interest and lawlessness. So the governor's deputy does not know that a high court cannot nullify a judgment delivered by another high court. My dear, we'll just watch and see how it all plays out. Iyangeko should be relieved of his position due to lack of competency. How many governors, even senators, have defected from one party to another and are maintaining their seats and posts? Why is that of Umahi and his deputy becoming an offense to PDP and have cost Nigeria the pains it is feeling now? There's an APC member speaking. Court in Nigeria is a disgrace. How can the counter work when laws, judges are businessmen? For the fact that he even went to his Ebonyi State High Court, immediately I heard it an Ebonyi State High Court, I was like, this man go don't do something for back. Go don't do something for back. It's the Federal High Court that appeals the project by seeking to vacate a judgment of a court of equal jurisdiction or power. The duo are really embattled. They are forgetting that the High Court order cannot be embattled by another High Court, talk less of a state High Court. They can only secure a stay order and appeal to an appeal court. This is an attempt to embarrass the judiciary and abuse of court process. As if this is going to be the first time. It's not going to be the first time. It's not going to be the first time at all. Well, like I will always say, things will play out. We are going to see how things play out. We'll see how things play out because right now, I don't even know who to believe. We don't know who is going to be winning. PDP, they're not going to be relenting, same as Dave Umahi. But in my own humble opinion, to avoid all these gbasgbos, I've said it before. You had a team that particular team, they did do well. They did not, you understand, you were working with them fine. If you want to pull out, you don't pull out like that. That in my own opinion, no, logically. If you want to leave, make sure you're living on the basis of you have left that particular position. You have vacated it. Yes, that should be why you're leaving. Because I don't understand, it's just like you have a team that you have a team that have been supportive of you, and all of a sudden you just, drop the bomb on them. And you're actually still making use of, whatever they have used to help you in one way or the other. What do you think will happen? Some will go as far as making sure that this thing you are doing, that power you're holding, they take it away from you. Yes, they will. They will. Let's hope everything goes out well. Yes, let's hope everything goes out well. When I mean everything goes out, I mean everything goes out well for both PDP. At the end of the day, we'll go no scores. Okay, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of the day.